Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth across the four corners of the earth. Right? I'm just back with another quick lesson, man, about the imminent, economic crash in America, man. Right? It's inevitable that, the economic system that has been set up by America is gonna, eventually crash. Right, because the currency that America uses, the U.S. dollar, it isn't backed by anything. It isn't worth anything. Okay, it's basically just a piece of paper with a number on it that the American people just have faith in. They have faith in the dollar. That's the only reason it moves, because your government, okay, has actually, I guess, tricked you into thinking that piece of paper is worth something. But on a global scale, okay, the dollar is declining every day because these other nations are smart enough to know that shit ain't worth nothing, man. It's not backed by anything. All right, American dollar is no different, from a piece of paper out like a composition notebook or something, man. Like, it's no different, man. All right, but I'm gonna get into this article. All right, this is like a top-level economist. All right, speaking about the imminent crash of the American dollar. All right, it's on banyanhill.com. All right, it says 80% stock market crash to strike in 2017. Economist warns. It says several noted economists and distinguished investors are warning of a stock market crash. Jim Rogers, who founded the Quantum Fund with George Soros, okay, who runs Black Lives Matter, all right, went apocalyptic when he said the $8 trillion biblical collapse is poised to wipe out millions of Americans. It says Mark Faber, Dr. Doom himself, recently told CNBC that investors are on the Titanic and stocks are about to endure a gut-wrenching drop that would rival the greatest crashes in stock market history. It says, and the prophetic economist Andrew Smithers warns U.S. stocks are now about 80% overvalued. All right, they're not worth shit. All right, Smithers backs up his prediction using a ratio which proves that the only time in history stocks were this risky was 1929 and 1999. Right, and when you look at them years, okay, 1929 was like the beginning of the Great Depression, okay, when they was going in like early 30s and shit. And 1999 is when everybody thought, including some of them fallouts of Israel, man. But a lot of people thought like 2000 was like the year the world was gonna quote unquote end. You know what I mean? So that's when the stocks was at their lowest point. Right, when a catastrophic like disaster was either on the way with the Great Depression or thought to be on the way with the Y2K scare, for lack of a better term. It says, and we all know what happened next. Stocks fell by 89% and 50% respectively. Even the Royal Bank of Scotland says the markets are flashing stress alerts akin to the 2008 crisis. They told their clients to sell everything because in a crowded hall, the exit doors are small. It says blue chip stocks like Apple, Microsoft, and IBM will plunge. But there is one distinct warning that should send chills down your spine. That of James Dale Davison. Davison is the famed economist who correctly predicted the collapse of 1999 and 2007. Davison now warns there are 3 key economic indicators screaming sell that don't imply that a 50% collapse is looming. It's already at your doorstep. And if Davison calls for a 50% market correction, one should pay heed. It says, indeed, his predictions have been so accurate, he's been invited to shake hands and counsels the likes of former presidents Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton. And he's had the good fortune to befriend and convene with George Bush Sr., Steve Forbes, Donald Trump, Margaret Thatcher, Sir Roger Douglas, and Boris Yeltsin, alright, which sounds like a bunch of fucking Edomites that don't matter anyway, alright. But this economic crash is coming soon, man. Alright, Lord willing, to be this year, man, this month, whatever, you know what I mean? But, you know, these top level economists, alright, are predicting that this, you know, economic crash is gonna happen, alright. And scriptures speak about, you know, an economic crash and the chaos that's gonna be going on due to the economic crash. Alright, so I'm gonna grab a couple scriptures before I continue on with this article. Alright, this is Isaiah 30, and I'm gonna just start at 1. It's Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Alright, and that cover, you know, that cover with the covering, that 2/3 of the nation of Israel, okay, which are you Negro, Latino, Native American, Seminole, Indian. Alright, that covering is the covering of America, man. The belief that this place cannot be touched, that it's invincible, man. Alright, but little do, you know, the 2/3 of Israel know that the Most High, man, he got a beef with this place, man. He about to attack this place, man. Who you call God and Jesus Christ, okay, who is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Alright, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Alright, he got a real problem with this place, man. Alright, and the Heavenly Father has a real problem with his people believing in this place, man. Alright, and what does Jake believe in? This American economy, man. They think that the money is, you know, it's gonna continue to, you know, circulate, man, in this place, man. Alright, but once again, little do they know that the Most High is about to attack this economy, man. Alright, and destroy it, man. Alright, so if you out there believing in America, believing in this economy, believing in any philosophy, you know, outside of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, or covering yourself with a covering with anything outside of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you gonna be in for a rude awakening, man. Alright, this place about to fall, man. You know, it says that walk to go down in Egypt, okay? America is spiritual Egypt, alright? And have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Alright. Once again, Jake, alright, you Israelites, y'all trust in America, man. Y'all trust in this economic system, alright. But the Most High is about to do away with this economic system, man. Alright. And have not asked at my mouth, man. Y'all not living day to day asking Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to provide for you, man. Alright, you think this economy is gonna continue to provide for you, and you're gonna continue to maneuver your way through America, okay, by the means of, you know, what America tells you is right, man, and that's to buy into this economy, man, and you know, buy stocks and, you know, create businesses and, you know, all this bullshit, all right. But Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, who you call God and Jesus Christ, okay, about to destroy this shit, man, all right. Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh, okay, be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion, alright? Because Jake gonna be out here confused when the money don't matter no more, alright? Because you know the so-called white man, you know, he's gonna try to push that chip, the RFID microchip, okay? And before the chip is pushed, man, you know, of course we believe it's gonna be, now we believe, but we know it's gonna be an economic collapse. That's how he's gonna rake Jake in, man. Alright, that's how he's gonna get Jake to bow down to him. Alright, the RFID microchip is gonna be a new way of life. Alright, but before that, they gotta break Jake down. Alright, well, the Most High gotta break Jake down. You know, those of the nation of Israel that he doesn't want. Alright, and when that economic collapse comes, and you know, people are broke and they can't eat, and they're homeless and all these things, they're gonna fold, man, because they trust in the American dollar. But you know, the brothers in the fold, man, alright, we poor, alright, we know we poor, man, You know what I'm saying? It's times where we can't maybe buy food, man. All right, we gotta go on a fast, man. All right, it's times we been homeless, man. All right, and although those things may hurt us sometimes in the flesh, you know, our flesh may desire a certain level of comfortability. All right, if you a brother and you going through any of those 3 things that I just named, just know the Most High, He dealing with you because He getting you ready for that, man. All right, so if you poor, I know you poor if you're an Israelite, you poor, man, and you ain't got it like that right now, you maybe can't buy what you want to buy. All right, maybe you jumping from house to house, man, you know that's love from the Most High. All right, because He getting you ready. He's preparing you, man, for the things that's gonna bug all these other people out, man. All right, you know, in the world they say God moves in mysterious ways, man. Just know that if you are, let's say, economically challenged right now, and you in the spirit, that's a good thing, man. Because when the whole world is economically challenged, you gonna shrug it off like it ain't nothing, man. Because you done been there before, man. All right. A lot of these things that we go through is to purge us, man, and to, you know, make us not worry so much about the things that are to come. All right, because these niggas out here, when it come, man, they gonna be fucked up in the spirit, man. All right, but if you in the spirit, you gonna be straight, man, because you've been through it already. All right, this is 2nd Ezra 6:22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Talking about America, man. Okay, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. All right, what other thing can happen for the storehouses to be found empty other than the economic crash, man? Right, it's right here in the scriptures, man. This is right here, man. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. It says, at that time shall friends fight one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. All right. It says, at that time friends fight one another. So like, at that time shall friends fight one another like enemies. What's gonna make friends fight one another like enemies, man? That economic crash, man. Cause everybody just gonna be trying to eat, man. Ain't gonna be no hold hands and being all cool and all that type of shit, man. Everybody gonna be fighting to survive, man, due to the economic crash, man. And we rooting for it to happen, man. I love reading these articles with these you know, quote unquote high level economists, okay, are talking about the imminent danger, the economic danger that America is in, man. You know, all right, we almost there, man. All right, it says, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. All right. So that's what brothers need to be focused on, man. Just surviving through these things, man. All right, and once again, you know, the Most High getting us ready, man. That's why He putting us through these things where we are basically asked out. You know what I mean? Not asked out like we can't pray to our Father and He'll help us, but asked out in this society, man. All right, just to get us prepared, get us used to it, man. Because that's how we gonna be maneuvering through this society at that time, man. Alright, and we gonna watch all these people bug out. Alright, and you gonna see people take that RFID microchip, man. Alright, but once again, if the Most High got you in a place where you know, quote unquote, you know, asked out, man, that's He getting you ready, man. Once again, man, He's getting you ready, man. That's all that is, man. You gotta feel what it feels like to have absolutely nothing but your faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because that's what you are going to be going through in that day. You're going to have absolutely nothing but your faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right, but I'm gonna get back into this article. All right.